Hi guys and girls and everything in between, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about beard coverage. So what do we do? How do we cover it? A lot of people who are, say, M to F trans or anything like that, who tend to get a little bit of facial hair, unwanted facial hair that is, on the chin and all that. How do we remove it? How do we cover it? How do we, make ourselves look less clockable and less masculine? Well, it's quite easy to do actually. So first of all, we're going to talk about skincare and how we shave it off and what the best techniques are to do that. So let's jump straight into it, shall we? So the first and most obvious thing we may need is a razor. So I've been doing a lot of research and trying out a lot of razors over the past couple of years in terms of how to remove beards effectively and painlessly. The best one I have found so far and the most trans reviews I've seen, this one's been pretty positive across the board. This is called the Gillette Sensor XL. So it looks like this. It's a little silver weapon and it's got two little blades, as you can see. I just find that it's really sharp, it's precise, it doesn't catch on thick coarse hair, and it removes it quite quickly and kind of like a hot knife through butter, which is always very handy. Now the next thing we'll need is a good shave balm. As much as I hate to say it, this one is called the Body Shop for Men MacLeod Shave Cream. So this one works quite well for me. In the past I've even tried to use conditioner as well. Conditioner works, except it's a little bit more sheer, so sometimes the sheerer the product, the more risk you have of cutting yourself. And the final thing we'll need for this step is an exfoliating utensil of some sort. So I'm using an exfoliator glove like this that I picked up from Kmart for like 99 cents. Something like this is an important step that is often overlooked, but what this will do is while I run this around my chin, it's going to remove any dead skin that's hanging around the base of the hair follicle, and also it's going to help the hair stand up so they can be sliced off really easily. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to turn on my water. Now I'm using my water at, a little bit past warm. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a pre-wash. So what I'm going to use is my shave cream. I'm going to take that in my hand. I'm going to use my other hand and I'm going to wet my face down, giving it a good rub like that, and then taking my shave balm, and that's about as much as I've taken there. I'm running that between my fingers, spreading that across, grab my exfoliating glove, run that under the water so it softens up a little bit, and then I'm going to just very gently run it over my beard in little circular motions. Don't go too fast and don't do this for too long because you don't want to start causing a rash or any kind of damage to the skin. So just want just enough, just so it'll let the hairs soften and stand up. Okay, so now that's all rinsed off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my balm just again, and we're going to start off with just a tiny little bit because we're going to do this once more after this. I'm going to rub that in my hands, rub that on my face. We're going to take our razor and I'm going to shave with the grain to begin with, okay? So I'm going to take it in little slices like that. Generally don't do any more than 3 or 4 passes before rinsing it off, because you don't want to get your razor too clogged up, because if it does, then you're going to end up getting more hair pulling and more rash and cuts occurring. Alright, so that's the first pass done. Okay, so now time for that second pass. So I've put some more shaving cream on and I'm going to use my razor again, and now I'm going to go against the grain. Just feeling my way along and seeing if I can feel any extra roughness. So I'm just running my fingers along. That feels pretty smooth, that's good. Okay, so that's all done, so now we're going to pat it dry. Just like that until it's dry. Next step, we're going to moisturize. Okay, so now I'm back in my boudoir. I'm going to be using a little bit of moisturizer. We need to use a moisturizer, and we cannot skip this step or we will get rashy and red. Also, we need to use one without any kind of alcohol or burning irritant kind of properties. So I'm going to be using the MAC Complete Comfort Cream, which looks like this. So the consistency is more rich and thick. It's really, really good for dry skin. Also, I have found in my experience that this kind of thing is really, really good for after shave balm. So I'm going to put just a little bit on the back of my hand. And I'll show you, it looks like that. So I'm going to take that and apply liberally. Liberally, darling, liberally. So next I'm going to be using the Lightful Moisture Cream, which is by MAC. I'm going to use this through the rest of my face because it's a little bit lighter and it's something that I find sits a little bit better on my skin up through my nose, where I find to get quite a lot of oil. So I'm going to use just a tiny little bit of that, very gently working that through the top section of my face, like this. Alright, all moisturised up.